and welcome to another video. So, it has been such a long time. It is currently October the 23rd when I'm filming, and I know that I have not posted anything since August, mid-August. So we went almost two months, basically, about 2 months since I've posted a video, and I thought that it was time for an update of both where I am with this channel and then what to expect kind of with my planning situation and my reading and like where things are right now. So first things first, I do intend to resume posting regular content. However, I will not be doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. That is not going to work. I'm going to try to post for the time being one video a week every Friday. So this video will go up on a Friday, and then every Friday thereafter should have a video. So if you've been here for a little while, if you've been following my channel, or in case you don't remember, I did get a new job at the end of August, and so that's why I have been MIA recently. I've been adjusting to that, trying to move in. You can still see moving boxes right there. I moved in, started the job like right away, and then just it's been nonstop since. And I haven't been able to work this back into my schedule. However, things are settling in that I'm getting more used to the job and I am just more settled, and I think that I can work this back into my schedule. So that is kind of just the life update. New job, super busy, back now. And then as for my planners, I'm currently working in 4 planners. I will be doing more in-depth kind of things with them in the future, but for now I just want to show you what they are, just recap. So I am still working in my bullet journal. It's getting super chunky and I have about 2 more months in it, so this is going to take me through the end of 2019, and then I will get another bullet journal for 2020. I'm going to keep using this. And let's see, things you have not seen. So my October theme looks like this. I used the Halloween kit from Planning with Kay, one of her newer kits, right before she closed her shop. And then for the month of October, because she is getting married. And then this is my November spread. So I used one of her older kits, and that was the Firefly one. And that sums stuff up. In the month of November, I am going to be doing NaNoWriMo. So I don't write. I mean, I used to when I was in middle school and high school, and then I stopped. And then I was like, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to do this, and I have some spreads for that. And yeah, so there are about 60, 70 more pages in my bullet journal, and that's going to be the next couple of months, and then you'll see another one. I am still using my Bookworm Life Planner. I put this extra Erin Condren cover on it because it's sturdier than the actual Bookworm Life Planner. And this pretty much followed what has been going on with this channel, in that I started in August, things were good. I barely used it in September, and then in October recently I have been using it again. So just to recap, I keep track in this weekly view a little like blurb about what I read that day or how I'm feeling about my reading, or if I didn't read at all, I mark that. So there's this going on. I work at a school, so like this weekend we had parent conferences, and I was like busy the whole time and I got no reading done. So that gives you an idea of how that goes. I keep up with these pages. And so to do a super quick wrap up, I also haven't been reading as much. I think I'm reading more this month. In the month of August, by the end, I only read 2 books. So I listened to the audiobook of Sleeping Giants by Sylvian Neuvel? I don't know how to pronounce that. And then Legend by Marie Lu, because I wanted to reread the trilogy in time for the October 1st release of the 4th book, and that just didn't happen. I still haven't read Prodigy, which is the second book. Then in September, I read Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. And that was my first Fairy Loot book, so I was really excited about that, and I finished it. That book started pretty slow for me, and it took me a while to get into, but by the end, I did enjoy it. And then in the month of October, I will do a full wrap-up for this month, but so far I've read 2 books, so that's already an improvement, and I think I can finish one more before the end of the month. That is my goal. And then in November, I will be joining a lot's happening in November. I already told you about my participation in NaNoWriMo, and I may do some kind of video on that. I don't know, maybe at the very end, kind of a reflection of how that went. And then in November, I am joining the Believe in the Impossible readathon hosted by, his first name is Gavin, but I forget his channel's name. I'll try to link it down below. But I'll be posting a TBR video for that and everything. So that's coming in November. And so I think I'll be reading more in November, especially since I will be on break. So Thanksgiving break is like a week long, a little over a week long. I am still memory keeping in my Erin Condren planner. I actually, since the last, whatever memory spread that I planned most recently, I think it was in June, I have not touched it until this weekend when my school was on fall break, and so I got a few days off and I planned like 4 weeks. So I am super behind, but I'm still keeping the notes so I can go back at any time. So just to give you an idea, this is my 4th of July spread using a kit by Beautiful Planning. This is another spread that I did using a kit from Simply Gilded. I think it was the Desert Dance Box. I think it was June. I think it was June. And then this is another spread that I did using the Mayflowers box from Simply Gilded. And then I did one more, I think. Yeah. This spread using a kit from Sticker Bloom. It was called Fresh Air, I think. So yeah, and I have kits for the rest, and at the very end of the year, when I finish filling it all out, I will do a full flip through of this. And then the last planner I'm using is the Erin Condren Teacher Lesson Planner. And I did post a whole video of me setting it up as a planner to use for my everyday like catch-all planning. But then I got a new job as a teacher. So I'm actually using this for teacher lesson planning. And if you're interested in how I use this, you can comment down below. But really quickly, I only teach 2 classes, so I teach Algebra 1 and Physics, and the way I have this set up is that it has 6 columns all the way across. And so I use one column to just mark the lesson of the day, what the topic's going to be. Another column for a short to-do list, what do I need to prep in order to be able to teach this lesson? And then another column for homework, so what I'm going to assign for homework for the students. And so I do Algebra 1 on one side of the planner, and then Physics on the other side of the planner. And then I have kind of this little independent study that I do with just a couple of students, and I use this other column for that work. And this is working out really well. I tried a few different things when I started the job, but I have been using this layout for the past several weeks, like 3 or 4, and it's working really well. So those are the 4 planners that I'm using. In 2020, I anticipate probably bringing in a couple more, and when I do that, if I do that, I'll give you more information about that at the time. Yeah, okay. So lastly, I want to give you an idea of what to expect for November. So this video will go up on October the wrote it down in my bullet journal, but I have to find it. October the 25th. And then on November 1st, I will be posting my Believe-a-thon TBR, which is also basically my November TBR. I don't think I'll read much more than those books. And for those of you who don't know, the Believe-a-thon or Believe in the Impossible Readathon is about children's literature and like middle grade books, which I don't ever read, but I thought that I would try them out. And so I put it in order for like 6 books through the book depository, like bookdepository.com or something like that. And then I will probably put another order in a couple of weeks for like the last, not even a couple, maybe like a week for the last chunk of books for that readathon, because I don't own any of them. And there's not a great library nearby. So yeah, you'll hear more about that later. And then the following week, November 8th, will be my October wrap up. So I will be giving an overview of what I read in October and like how all those books went. Then November 15th, I will probably post a Fairy Loot unboxing. So I've gotten a couple of boxes from Fairy Loot so far. I'm really happy with them. I really enjoy them. And so I thought that I would start posting unboxings of those. The following week, November 22nd, I will be posting my book of the month. So why I picked the books I did, which books I got from the book of the month subscription. I have been getting the book of the month and then as many add-ons as I can. And so I think it's 2 add-ons. So I get 3 every month, and I am every 1 or 2 a month. So I'm definitely like piling up books that I haven't read yet, but that's okay because when I'm off, I read a lot. And so I want to have books kind of at the ready. And I think that's a good deal. So I'll be talking about that. And then on November the 29th, I will post my December bullet journal setup. So those are coming back. I wanted them to be back for November, but I just didn't get around to filming it. So for December, I definitely will. I have figured out how I want to film in this house. Because the room that I set up kind of as an office space is crooked and the lighting is super bad and I don't like it. So I haven't been filming in there, but I am actually in the living room right now, and I think that this is going to work much better. Someday I will get a real tripod and then it will probably be even more better. Whew. Okay, so that is the end of this video. That's the end of my update. If you have any questions, if there's any videos that I haven't mentioned coming up in November but are of a type that you would like to continue to see, please be sure to comment down below so that I know and I can see if I can work it in to my filming schedule. I'll see you next time.